What's going on? What's going on, my co-creators? Hope you're having a wonderful day on this beautiful Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Once again, days of the week be kind of mixed up a little bit, but we making it happen. I hope that you are co-creating the life that you love, the life that you deserve, the life that you've been wishing for, the life that you've been praying about, the life that you've been working on. You are the co-creator. You are in charge of how this thing goes and how it flows. You know what I'm saying? If you're not where you want to be, you're the only one in charge of making that happen and getting yourself there. Nobody else can save you. You can only save yourself, and by saving yourself, sometimes that requires some type of assistance. You might have to learn something from somebody. We got to be open-minded, open that brain up, that old dirty, dusty brain that's been being molded to only hear and understand certain things. We got to be able to open that brain up and see things how they really are. You know what I'm saying? That's how we evolve. We got to be able to take the wisdom of others. You know what I'm saying? You got to open up. And so, anyway, folks, we are co-creating the life that we desire. That's just how this thing goes. Even if we don't like what we're getting, we got to take some blame for that. We can't just blame the world and the society and all that stuff. We got to take some blame for that. That's just what it is, folks. And so, yeah, it's crazy. I was talking to a good friend of mine last night, and she was just talking about, I was talking about the state of the world, everything going on and all that stuff. And she was just talking about, it's just like that now, but once the election is over, then everything gonna go back to normal and all this stuff. And I'm like, girl, you tripping. I was like, what you thinking? You thinking these people gonna pull back all this control we didn't let them have that easy? It ain't gonna happen easy. We got to fight for that. We got to fight for that. I'm telling you. People are not trying to give up their power. You can't give people that kind of power. People that crave power, you can't give them that kind of power and expect them to give it back up that easy. They're gonna want to keep that power. Trust me. That's just how this goes. And so, yeah, folks, we got to start planning for a future that we didn't anticipate, because there's some things going on right now. And I was trying to figure out, like, man, I'm seeing all these things, and I see all these different paths the way that life is going right now. And I'm like, how can I see all this stuff? And a lot of people that I run into, they just don't fully get the big picture. They get parts of it. They, everybody can say, the government this, the government that. Everybody can talk about these corporations. They don't care about us. Yeah, you getting little pieces of it, but you're not really getting a full idea about what's going on. It's kind of hard to see. And I mean, the way you can kind of start to see and understand what things really are going on in this world, you almost gotta look at everything you was ever taught in school, everything you was ever taught from most people because they come up in the same place you grew up in and all that stuff. You just gotta kind of accept the fact that most things that we were taught were lies. You gotta understand that damn near everything is a lie. That's the only way you start to see, and you start to peel back the veil, and you start to see what's really going on. You got to let go of some ideas that you've been having in your head about how life goes, and where you come from, and where you going after you die, and all that. You got to really start peeling back all that stuff and really looking at it. And that's super scary. That is super scary to do. I get that, because you build your whole lifestyle on a certain idea, on a certain foundation. You don't want to question that. Who wants to question that? I mean, that means you gotta question every single aspect of your life. Like, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? That means you gotta look at everything, and nobody wants to do that. We already got enough right in front of our face we dealing with. Who wants to look at your whole life in that kind of way and trying to reevaluate everything? But that's the only way you're gonna really see the truth of the world and how it works, if you understand that 95%, I'm gonna say 95, I'm gonna be generous, 95% of everything that you was ever taught by anybody anything you ever seen on TV, any books you ever read, 95% of it is cockamamie. It's all lies. It's all distractions. It's all put there to keep you in a position of non-power. Everything they ever told you to eat, from the food pyramid, all that crap, and everything they ever taught you about all types of things. Try not to be too specific because I don't want to offend anybody too much, but sometimes people gotta get offended a little bit. I'm sorry, but a lot of stuff you was taught, not really taught for your own good. It was taught to keep you in a very childlike, dependent position, an unpowered position. They don't teach us power. When I say they, I'm talking about these authorities, these people that think they're in charge of us. They don't teach us authority. They don't teach us self-power, self-improvement. That's not what we're taught. We're taught dependency, a little bit of intradependency, but mostly dependency. That's how these government systems work. That's how these power structures stay intact, by keeping us feeling like we need people. We're dependent on them. That's how it works. And once you understand that, once you start peeling back, I mean, it's hard, because if you really into certain things and you really believe in certain things, if you work in certain industry, you spent years and years in college and learning certain ideals and stuff. Somebody telling you that this stuff is a lie for the most part, that a lot of it was set up just to keep you in a box and not teach you how to think outside the box, keep you in a third dimensional state of feeling, seeing, touching, smelling, in these five senses. If you try to challenge that can be very disturbing, folks. But that's the truth of the matter is, I mean, we are taught to stay living in these three dimensions, and we have so much more to us than that. We're not that simple. I mean, the three dimensions are good and beautiful and they're lovely. It's a small part of you, though. It's not what you are all the way. And just know that the only way you're gonna really get it, you just gotta accept that 95% of everything that you were taught, that you didn't seek out yourself, that you didn't go to learn about yourself, is a lie. That's the only way. And then you might start to see, it takes a while, you might start to see how this world really works once you accept that. I'm telling you, it's tough though. It's very, very, very tough. Okay, I guess that was just the intro to my video. That's a long intro. I could have did the whole video like that. I should stop it right here, but I'm not, because I don't stop. I keep on going, and I got plenty more to talk about. Now, I was thinking about these relationships that we have with these governments and with these authorities and all that stuff, and how we just follow them blindly, and we kind of wait for them to tell us how to live. It's almost like a parent-child relationship. It's weird. I see grown adults that just can't make moves unless somebody that's no better than them, probably not even as smart as them, tell them that it's okay. And it's like, it's hilarious. It's like, man, why we're acting like children when it comes to these authorities? Why? It's because we've been programmed to do that. It's so strange. It's like people that have all the sense in the world, very, very intelligent people, they just can't make decisions. They just can't push back against certain powers. They're terrified to do it. And you'll see them, they're bold in other situations, but when it comes to these authorities, they get scary and they get weak, and it's so strange to watch, And I guess I've been there, but I wasn't even thinking. I was just going along. So I guess that's what they're doing. So I guess that's what it is. But I kind of was looking at it almost like a bad relationship. It's like I'm looking at all these different rules and stuff they've been putting on us lately. A few months ago, hey, don't go out, stay at home. You're trying to figure this thing out. I'm like, okay, I don't really know what this all about, but I guess you know something I don't know, so I guess I go along with it. It's almost like you're in a relationship with somebody, and damn, somebody's lost a whole load off the back of their truck on the interstate. Damn, it's like in a relationship with somebody, and they start giving you all these rules, all these guidelines and stuff. You kind of like the person, so you're like, okay, let me kind of see where this goes. I'm gonna let them, they might have certain standards. Well, I don't like a man, or I don't like a woman that does this, or like a man that does that. And it's like, okay, well, it's not something too bad. It's, I can work with that. So I can work with that. It's not too bad. It's something I wouldn't, I wouldn't mind giving up that habit anyway. So I'll pull up, so I'll let them have that. But then, like, once you let that person have a little bit of that power. Once they see that you like, damn, okay, I can get away with telling this person, you know, what I want them to do, and they're gonna go along with it. That's kind of what happens. That's kind of what's been happening with these governments and with these rules, because they're not laws. There's been no laws put in place to wear a damn face mask. There's been no laws put in place to not go to work. There's been no laws to social distance. These are all recommendations right now. But right now, we're letting all this stuff be getting softened up, and then we're going to be easily voting stuff into law. There's been no laws for this crap. This is all suggestions and little enforcements and fines that, man, if I ever get fined for not wearing a mask, we're gonna run it straight through the courts. I'm going to be in court for years over that. I ain't paying nothing. I guarantee I'm going to tie up the courtroom, and that's what everybody should do. I'm going to make this clear. Side note, I don't have anything against people wearing masks. I just don't like people telling me I have to wear them. It's like, because I think people get that confused when I'm talking about the mask. Like, if you want to wear them, knock yourself out. Just don't tell me what to do. And I should be able to do and live my life as if I'm not wearing, unless as if, just like you, whether I'm wearing one or not. That's the main thing on that. Because that's not cool, folks. To tell people what to put on their face, cover up their mouths and stuff. That's not cool. Anyway, but yeah, you're in this weird relationship, and you let them go with a little something begin, like, okay, I like this person, they seem to be looking out for me, they seem to have the best interest, you know, like, that's how the government come off, like they're on your side, like they want to help you, like they're all about you, and so you let them go with some stuff, and then time goes on, they're like, okay, well, we want you inside. It's supposed to have been 1 extra week after spring break. Now we're saying, okay, we're going to just stay inside for 3 weeks. And next thing you know, it's a month. And we're like, hold up, now. I'm kind of trying to be nice. I'm trying to go along. I'm trying to do my part in this relationship. But it feels like you're taking advantage of me a little bit. It feels like you got some other agendas going on. And I'm just kind of like a pawn in your little game right here. And then, you know, 1 minute they talking about, oh, you can't go to work. You know, people getting laid off and stuff. And then you're like, well, damn, how I'm gonna pay for my bills and all that stuff. And then like, okay, well, it's like an abusive person. Just listen to me. I'll take care of you. You ain't gotta work. I'll pay all your bills. Just stay your ass at home. So I'm gonna send you a little $1,200 to kind of keep you calm. $1,200 ain't go one ear and out the other. There ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? Send you that. It's like an abusive relationship, folks. They're trying to keep you in that little comfort zone, you know. And so time goes by. They say, okay, you can come out a little bit, but you got to cover your ass up. You got to cover your face up, and you can't go around nobody. I don't want you talking to nobody. I don't want you seeing nobody. You better not get nobody's number. You better not smile at nobody. Well, you can smile all you want, but they can't see your damn smile. That sounds like a controlling relationship to me, an abusive relationship to me. And you like, damn, you know, this person really, I think they're looking out for me. I think they got my best interests at heart. They've been paying my bills and stuff. So I guess I'll go along and I'll cover up my smile. I won't meet anybody. I'll stay 6 feet apart. I won't go to my favorite restaurants. I won't do this. I won't do that. That's what the government doing, folks. It's like an abusive relationship, and then we go along with that. And then next thing you know, when it suits them, when it makes sense for them, they're like, okay, well, you don't have to wear a face mask for this because I'm interested in that. So yeah, you don't have to wear a face mask for that. Be like, no, I thought we had to wear it. You know, what are you doing? You confusing me now. This is a confusing relationship. Just shut up and just listen to what I say. You don't have to wear them. Go out and do what you got. You don't have to wear them. And then a month later, oh, you must wear your face mask because I don't believe in this anymore. Man, if you ever been in an abusive, dysfunctional relationship, that's what's happening right now with these government officials. They are jerking us around and just playing with us. They are playing with us. They are using all their little powers that we give them. We could just walk away and say, no, I'm not going to be in this relationship. But we didn't got so dependent on them. We so tied into them. We believe in them so much because they doing this and doing that for you, but they don't really care. All they care about is maintaining their little power structure so they can have their little cushy lives, but they're going to jerk us around. One day it's going to be this. One day it's going to be that. That's how abusive people operate, folks. And this government, they're being extremely abusive right now. And we got to see through this mess. I'm telling you, folks, just think about the worst relationships you've been in and compare that to how the government is jerking us around. 1 minute we can't do this. 1 minute we can't do that. 1 minute we could do this. They're going back and forth, left and right. The best way out of this relationship is to cut all ties. Walk away. Don't listen. Say, you know what? I'm not going to fight you. I'm not gonna battle with you. I'm not gonna protest you. I'm just not gonna listen, and I'm gonna go about my life. And if you want to sell me something, I'm gonna buy something from my neighbor. If you want to give me a service because we can't be doing this right now, I'm gonna purchase it, get my neighbor to do it. We got to create our own networks for folks. We can't be relying on these government facilities and these corporations to give us what we need and give us the life we're on. We got to make our own way in this world. We got to find our own ways around. We got to figure out ways to travel in our own little community. We got to create our own little sanctioned areas. You know, we can't be relying on these corporations anymore. These corporations are controlling these companies, these countries, these governments, and they are influencing us, and we're just letting them get away with it because we think they got our best interests at heart, but they don't, folks. They do not. They just care about their power structure. They just want to keep their power. Now, I'm not saying there's not people that work inside of government that think that they're doing the right things. There's some politicians that really think they're doing the right thing. They really do. I do believe that. There's some people that work in these hospitals that really think they're doing the right things. They don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? They've been bamboozled. They bought into it. And so I get all that. But if you got to look at the bigger picture, like I said at the beginning, you got to see everything as a lie. Everything is put in place to keep us docile, to keep us not reaching our full potential, to keep us dependent. We got to work together. Yeah, you can work together without becoming totally dependent on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to be interdependent, at least. You know, at the most, I meant to say. Interdependent at the most, where you can still survive on your own, but you don't just rely on them for everything. And that's when people take advantage of you, when you rely on them for everything. I'm telling you, this is a very abusive relationship we found ourselves in. And we keep taking these gifts from these damn people, and they keeping us quiet, got us, walking around like buffoons and doing dumb stuff, scared to even talk to each other, look each other in the eye. It's buffoonery. I'm telling you, it's like being in an abusive relationship where you scared to even talk to somebody because you scared your mate or whatever, the one that's abusing you, gonna get mad and they gonna find out and they gonna whip you behind or something. You know what I'm saying? I've known people to be in relationships like this, and when you social distancing and when you got your smile covered, that's what you're doing. You're in an abusive relationship, folks. This is oppressive and abusive. This is not about safety and health. This is about control and subjugation. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you, I know how these people operate. And if you want to learn how these people operate, start with the idea that everything that you've been taught, 95% of it is a straight lie. It's all about keeping you docile, especially men. Oh man, they done took all the masculinity out of a lot of us. But that's how they keep us docile. That's how they keep us in check, keep us from reaching and breaking down walls and breaking through barriers, because we over here, oh, can I do this? Do I need to do this? Stop asking people what you want, what you need to do, and just go do it. Stop asking permission to live. Ain't nobody over you. Only person over you, only thing over you is God. You know what I'm saying? That if you want to go there, ain't no man over you. Stop acting like that. Stop taking these people crap. This is an abusive relationship. Anyway, my co-creators, I need you to co-create. My camera acting all weird because I'm driving, going through these curves and stuff, and it's throwing off the little gyroscope. But anyway, my co-creators, get out there and co-create today. Stop waiting on permission. Stop participating in these abusive relationships. Get it together, folks. I love you, my co-creators. I love you. I love you. Get out today, get some cardio in there. I didn't get a chance to go this morning, so I'll probably go tonight. 30 minutes cardio. Get your blood pumping, get that sweat coming out your pores. Let that sun kiss you. We need at least 10 minutes of sun. Get that sun in your body. Let it recharge your cells. The sun is good, folks. The sun is good. Also, get your meditation on. I did a little meditation this morning before I got out of bed. It don't take much. I usually don't meditate while I'm laying down, but you can. It's kind of risky. You'll fall asleep if you're tired. But yeah, get your meditation on, folks. That's really good. 10 minutes at least. Just connect with your higher self. Remind yourself that you're not all physical. You are spiritual. Spiritual being first. And also, turn off the news. Turn off the news. I ain't got to explain it. I've been telling you about the news and how ridiculous that stuff is. How it poisons your brain all day long. It's like watching the news all day is like eating fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I haven't eaten fast food in over, it's been, I guess, almost 3 months. I wasn't like eating it all the time anyway, but I go and grab some fries every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't been to any of that stuff in about 3 months now. I've been eating strictly from home, and if somebody in my family cooks something or something like that. I didn't even plan on doing that. That just happened. It's because when you start to raise your vibration, you can't really indulge in certain things. You don't crave certain things. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff I don't crave anymore. I'll save that for a later time. Anyway, what I was about to say. Oh, leave your cell phone at home sometime, folks. Try to get a little disconnected from this technology, not to be so dependent on it. You know what I'm saying? I love you, my co-creators. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Co-creating your life, and stop listening to these people. Don't fight them. Just drive right by and say, no thank you, no thank you. Oh, no thank you. Just relax, say no thank you. You don't have to fight, just say no. That's all, it's easy. I love you, my co-creators. I'll talk to you later.